Hi. So today we are going to talk about how to go beyond your thoughts. Last time we talked about going beyond fear, and that was about using your mind to go beyond the mind by looking at your thoughts, looking at your fearful thoughts. Now today we are going to talk about going beyond your thoughts. So in order to go beyond your thoughts, you can't use your mind. That is, this is more meditation. The last thing we were talking about was spiritual inquiry. So meditation, of course, there are many different types of meditation. You can just close your eyes and watch your breath. Keep your eyes open, watch your breath. You can feel your energy body or your inner body, as Eckhart Tolle calls it. You can feel your heartbeat. You can just close your eyes and look for the stillness. Listen really deeply and just let your mind become really clear. A lot of people have trouble doing that, though. I'm told that some people's minds are so active that they can't just close their eyes and, stop the thinking and have clarity. So that's why there are different meditative practices you can do, like I said, watching your breath. That's a common meditation technique. You just have to find what works for you. But it's very important to learn how to do this, how to clear your mind, because without that, you cannot go beyond. You cannot access the being dimension. And that's the most important thing to being conscious and truly deeply at peace, is to be able to access that dimension of being, which you could also call God or source, consciousness. There are many other definitions for it. So the way I do it is, I, of course, in the morning, when I'm still in bed, so I don't have a formal, sitting practice where I sit in lotus position or whatever. I just do it in bed, and first thing, actually, when I wake up, I listen for guidance, and but the mind has to be really clear for this, because otherwise you're just talking to your mind. Your mind is talking to you. Your ego is talking to you, basically. And there are some tips about, how to tell if it's your ego talking to you or actual, the divine inner voice, the inner being talking to you, or divine guides. So there are some tips to that. I can put that on my blog as well. But basically, a few of the most important ones are, if your thoughts talk back to you, if you argue with the advice you get, the guidance, and your thoughts try to justify themselves, the guidance tries to justify itself, the voice, then that is your ego. That's one of the clear indications. I learned that from Adyashanti. And then another thing is that your ego can generally tell you what you want to hear, or the opposite, it can put you down, and your true inner voice will never put you down, will never make you feel bad or talk negative to you, So those are two of the main things, and I'm going to write a list on my blog I have a whole compilation list. So, but back to going beyond your thoughts. This is, again, it's very important if you want to learn how to get clear guidance, and you want to be connected to the being dimension. And the key word here is you want to. That's also very important, is you have to really desire to go beyond your thoughts. If you're happy in your mind, and you're caught up in your mind and your turbulent emotions and thoughts, if you're happy there, then no need to try any of this, because you're not going to be able to go beyond. if you're not really willing to go beyond your thinking and your intellect, if you're so identified with your intellect and your beliefs and your thinking that you are comfortable there and you don't want to go beyond that, then no meditation technique is going to work for you, basically. You're just wasting your time. So I can save you like 20 years of meditating right here. If you don't want to, if you don't really, really want to go beyond being trapped in your mind and having your mind run your life, then no need to try meditation, because it's not going to work. So anyway, that's like the number one thing. You must want to be clear and want to connect to your being, your source. And then number two is, of course, finding some practice to still your mind. And it can be meditative walking. I love Thich Nhat Hanh's books and all of his little meditation practices. He even has like a hugging meditation. He has a telephone meditation. I think he also had like a red light meditation. When you get to a stoplight, you have a few seconds there where you can allow your mind to still. Or when your cell phone rings, then you have a few seconds there where that can be a little meditation bell for you to remind you to go into stillness or to clear your mind. So these are some little tips for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can go to my blog, which I'm going to link in the description. I'll link the exact blog post in the description, and I will have more information there, which is I've started getting guidance from my divine guides, and that's who is speaking in the blog post. So I'm so glad that you're joining me, and I hope that you rest in peace.